Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Sri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram. Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om everybody, and we welcome you for today's Bhagavad Gita class by Pujya Swamiji. So I request Swamiji to take over the session from here. Bhavana, can you please put the spotlight and pin Swamiji's video and confirm that we are ready to go live?
All set.
Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Hari Om. So, in the last verse, very important verse, we spent sufficient time in discussing the Shloka number 15. Na adatte kasyachit papam nacha eva sukrutam vibhaho ajnanena avrutam jnanam tena muhyanti jantavaha. So Bhagavan doesn't take us our punya or papa. We are actually, all of us are covered by our own ignorance. So that avidya, ignorance, is subjecting all of us to various delusions. And because of the delusions, various complications that we develop. Okay. So this we saw in 15th verse. So when Bhagavan Krishna said this jnanam is covered by ajnanam, right? So what should be my goal now? I must remove ajnanam. So Bhagavan Krishna says now in 16th verse, jnanena tu tadajnanam
Natu tadajnanam
yesham nashitamatmanaha
Yesham Nashitamatmanaha
tesham adityavat jnanam
Tesham Adityavajnanam
prakashayati tatparam
Prakashayati Tatparam
jnanena tu tadajnanam yesham nashitamatmanaha tesham adityavat jnanam prakashayati tatparam. Now, very important part is Shastras have beautifully said, which we have already discussed it, role of knowledge. It is said jnanam, knowledge, does not create any vastu. It just simply removes the ignorance. Veil is removed by jnanam. So jnanam removes ignorance, right? And the vastu, the vastu, parabrahma vastu, atma vastu, swayam prakashate. It is already there in all of us. So what is our effort should be? Effort should be to remove this avidya. So, very important point is, jnanam does not create anything special in us. So, jnanena, how that jnanam removes avidya, ignorance? So, it removes the avidya, jnanam comes and removes the avidya, and the vastu swayam prakashate. It is actually already there, illumining. It becomes known. It becomes self-evident. So, jnanena tu tad ajnanam yesham, among for those people, nashitam. Atmanaha ajnanam yesham nashitam. Yesham, for those people, but to those people, yesham ajnanam nashitam. Atmanaha ajnanam nashitam. For those people whose ignorance about their self has been destroyed, okay, avidya is removed. Now here I want the important point. If you study a book on coffee, so what is the coffee? And you have studied exhaustively, including the how the coffee beans are cultivated, what are varieties of seeds are there, coffee seeds or coffee beans, and what are different proportions that coffee can be made, how chicory is added or pure coffee, and how milk is added, how much sugar to be added, and how varieties of contents, different people, different tastes, and effects of coffee, and exhaustively you have studied coffee. Okay. Though you may have studied exhaustively about the coffee, that knowledge what you have gained about the coffee is not the knowledge of the coffee. Think about it. So knowledge of the coffee means what? Simply take it, sip, and then you get that knowledge of the coffee. So that alone removes the ignorance of coffee, that I never tasted coffee. I don't know how the coffee is, coffee would like or coffee would taste. That ignorance is being removed only by taking coffee. So before that, by gaining the knowledge about the coffee, right, all that knowledge may trigger an inspiration in me to go and taste coffee. When I read the books, how that coffee gives you a special kick, how that coffee refreshes you, and how good the coffee tastes. So all this when I read, how it removes headache because it contains caffeine, all good sides, good points of it. So when I read more and more books and inspiring stories of coffee drinkers, all that is made necessary for me to kindle a special fire. Listen very carefully. To kindle in me a special fire, to ignite a special fire. That which uncompromisingly motivates me, inspires me to do a little hard work, get the ingredients, keep the guide, prepare coffee, taste it. I get that force, that kind of force of inspiration I would get because of listening to the stories of the coffee drinkers, etc. So really, what is real knowledge of coffee then? Knowledge about the coffee is different from knowledge about the coffee. Sorry, knowledge about the coffee, yeah. About the coffee is different from information about the knowledge is different from knowledge of the coffee. Not about the coffee, knowledge of the coffee. I hope you understood the difference. So that is jnanam referred here. With that knowledge, just as when I drink coffee, all that earlier anxiety and then impatience or maybe the desire in me to drink coffee is removed. When I tasted coffee, at once it goes away. Similarly, by jnanam, what does jnana does? Jnana simply removes avidya. Then if that is a jnanam, experiential is real knowledge, then why should I go through study scriptures and all that? Otherwise, how to explore it, how to realize it, how to know it, how to become more and more sincere and deeper and studious student of Vedanta, a student of spirituality. So I get, by listening to these books, by reading these books, by listening to Mahatmas, I get kindled that, I ignite that desire for tapasya. So jnanena yesham tad ajnanam atmanah ajnanam nashayati. Nashitam, destroyed. Tesham, for them. What happens to them? Jnanam prakash, tat param jnanam prakashayati. The supreme knowledge. That param supreme knowledge, prakashayati, reveals. How? Adityavat. Aditya, like sun, removes or dispels the darkness. This knowledge gives me tremendous clarity because who I am actually. Once that awakening comes, oh, this is me, then I will never forget it. So like Adityavat, and it is always shining. Sun is always there. It's all shining. Temporarily the clouds have covered. But actually clouds also cannot cover the sun. Because how the sun's distance? What is it? In fact, can a cloud exist in the vicinity of sun? Gurudev would say, if it's such a huge sun, you can even, what is your size? What is the size of earth compared to sun? Nothing. But you can finger is enough to block the vision of sun. So therefore, like sun, which is constant light, that light is shining in my heart. I can awaken to the truth. Oh, this is me. By my regular tapasya. By knowledge of that. When knowledge dispels the ignorance, ahir tattvad atman prakashayati. Oh, to see sun, we don't need any other light. To recognize who I am, thereafterwards, I don't need any other light, other knowledge. Because it is Swayam Prakash. So Bhagavan says, similarly, jnanam will remove ignorance, just as sun removes the darkness. The moment sun rises, darkness is removed. So what is the jnanam? Not about Brahman, but knowledge of the Brahman. Not the knowledge of or knowledge about Brahman. But knowledge about Brahman, nature of Brahman, when I study, it will inspire me to investigate. This is how we should understand this beautiful thing. And then what happens when I awaken to the truth? I stand. I remain as what? I remain as all-pervading spirit I am. Beautiful existence. Uncontaminated. Untouched by matter. Right now I am identified with my body. When I free myself from all these shackles of BMI, body, mind, intellect, and fearlessly I discover I am that all-pervading spirit I am, what a joy it would be. So what will happen? He will have no identification with the body, mind, intellect again. He discovered himself, so he can never identify wrongly with the matter vestures. That's what he says in 17th verse. Tad buddhayastadaatmanaha.
Tad buddhyastadamatmanaha.
Tad buddhayah tadatmanaha.
Tad buddhya
Buddhayah.
tadatman.
Tad buddhayah. Tad
Tad
buddhayah
buddhya
tadatmanaha.
tadatmanaha.
Tannishtas tatparayanaha.
Tannishthaastatparayanaha.
Gacchantya punaravrittim.
Gacchantya punaravrittim.
Jnana nirdhuta kalmashaha.
Jnana nirdhuta kalmashaha.
Tad buddhayastadaatmanaha. Tannishtas tatparayanaha. Gacchantya punaravrittim. Jnana nirdhuta kalmashaha. Now you see, the sage, the great Mahatma, Bhagavan Krishna is giving steps now. Bhagavan Krishna is giving steps now. What are the steps he is giving? First one, Tat Parayanaha. First step is what? Tat Parayana. In the Shloka, you find it last. Tat Parayana means what? Those who keep that self-realization, Atma Jnanam alone as their goal. Tat Parayana. Keep that as supreme goal. First step. The first step, a spiritual path. In the beginning, what happens? spirituality is included as one of the dishes. Let us spend some time on this beautiful shloka. In the beginning, we include spirituality as a side dish. Oh, suppose, we keep a sweet dish there. Say example, kheer, beautiful sweet kheer. As a side dish, I kept it. But I want to enjoy mirchi masala, chatpata khana, spicy khana, salty khana, achar, fried vegetables, fried sabji, varieties of food. I want to enjoy. Imagine, I'm just giving an example. So when I am enjoying that food, and certain times, mirchi lag jata hai. I feel very uneasy. Because jal raha hai, muh jal raha hai. My entire mouth is burning. Immediately what I do? I sip 1 spoon or 2 spoons of kheer. Why did I took quick kheer now? It is not that I gave up completely the chatpata khana, mirchi khana, masala khana, achar ka khana, spicy. Not that I gave up that. No. I got a bitter experience. Muh jal gaya. So, did you give up? No, I'm not giving up. I wanted to eat that food. So, as a temporary respite, I took 2 spoons of kheer, payasam, sweet dish. Prepared my mouth again. For what? To enjoy the subject, the spicy food. If you understood this way, for long lives, for many lives, or some long time in our evolution, we use spirituality as a side dish. It is not primary for me. It is to make myself mind calm, and sometimes cool, sometimes good environment, good friends, good circle. Occasionally to enjoy the spiritual camp, to refresh myself. But I'm not developed any distaste for samsara. I want all kinds of happiness and enjoyments. So spiritual side dish. After a long time, right, when this involvement in the world is reduced, and I appreciate the importance of that so-called side dish, and slowly the side dish becomes it occupies the central stage of the plate, and rest all becomes only small in proportions. So main life purpose becomes this goal. Goal of what? Spirituality. So anything which is fitting in the spiritual goal, I encourage myself. To do it. If something is deviating me from the goal, I may renounce it. Tatparayana. At some time, the goal will be that and that alone. So once you set the goal, it's like, you are, I'm spending a lot of time, don't get bored. Suppose it's like, you have sold all your property and then close your company and once for all going to some other country and settle there. The moment you announce, right, you find the friends you have not met them 20 years, since 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. So many people, all of them will come again. One by one. Where you are going to the other outer country, you are leaving it. Then they come, they sort of surround you. And they say, हम जाने से पहले मुझे ये काम कर दीजिएगा, आप तो जा रहे हैं, फिर बाद में मिलना मुश्किल होगा, मुझे ये थोड़ा मदद दे दीजिएगा। अरे भैया आप मुझसे 10 लाख दिया था बहुत साल पहले, आपको याद नहीं होगा, आपके पास होगा तो दे दीजिएगा। So all suddenly you find a surge. Once you set the goal, all surge you can. From कहाँ के पिछले कर्म पूरा आ जाता है। I must not even hate everybody. I must patiently deal with it. My goal is fixed. But suddenly surge of karma, backside, the backlog of karma, suddenly it surges and they surround me. I must patiently attend to everybody, clear all my debts. So that means what? Earlier I was working only to procure. Now I am working to clear. So there is no moha mamata, there is no palapeksha buddhi, nothing is there. No return is expected. I am only clearing. So there afterwards, first 1 month I may stay, only whatever I have money, only to clear my debts is cleared. Then I can walk out. So once we fix the goal also, immediately you cannot dedicate whole life to that, because past karmas haunt us. Commitments, people, all experience, all will gherav karke aa jate hain. But at that time, it's a tempting. Oh, okay, I met my friend after 40 years. I met her after so many years. Okay, forget about it. They say, मीठी बात, आज नहीं है, कल जाना है, या अगले साल जाओगे, क्या problem है, हमारे साथ 1 साल बिता के जाओ. Then you get attached to all those things, funny things and all. Then you may postpone your trip or your whatever it is, goal of withdrawing and then settling in another country. Example I'm giving you. Similarly, in our case, in one life, after a long time, there comes a time in our evolution, tat parayana becomes fixed. I fixed tat parayana, first one. Then second one, what? Tad buddhayaha. Then what happens? Next step is what? Then tad buddhayaha. Tad buddhaya means what? Now buddhi is filled with that. Meaning what? Buddhi is filled with that, and that goal means what? I start spending more time in study and reflection. Tadbuddhaya. Then tadatmanaha. More and more I study, I become more and more identified with the goal. Tadatmanaha. Their self being that. Meaning what? All your Atman, the lower, the self, becomes that, transforms. Transform means not, there is no transformation, identification with the goal. Slowly, your entire composition, antakarna will change and gets dropped. Then you want more focused on that and that alone. You start identifying with higher self. Because of study, you feel, I'm close to higher self. Whom are we close to? We are actually close to our own self, because we are that ourselves. We are not close to anybody. Ishvara is the closest to the Jiva. So close. And once one step inside, withdraw, you are one with Ishvara, ego dissolved. So all of us are very close to whom? Brahmastu. In our heart. So tadatmana. Then what? Tannishtaha. Then slowly you get established in that. Brahma Bhav. Atma Bhav, and the Jnanam. Tannishtaha. Then what happened for them? They be, what do you call, all their sins are washed away. Jnana nirdhuta kalmashaha. All their sins, kalmasha means sins, have been washed away by the knowledge. All the sins are all washed away. All the wrong concepts, wrong ideas, wrong notions. All wrong things, what we have been holding on to. Yesterday, I came across a small clip. Maybe you must have seen because social media savvy, most of you are. I got a small clip I came across, Gurudev's clip. I was talking about that yesterday evening also in the class here in Ashram on Shivananda Lahari. Beautiful clip. There Gurudev says, in the world, right? In the world, from people only normally, from people, in this world, from people around you, you will not get love for love. In this world, nobody has ever got love for love. Gurudev gave example. Example means he says, oh, I loved my wife, she may kick me, husband kicks, children kick, friends leave, relatives leave me. We love. Whatever it is, love, what I'm talking. But we don't get love back again because we invest in love with people with love. You invest in people with your love, you will not get that love back from people. So at least same proportion all the time, you will not get it. You will not get it. Therefore, Gurudev, you may not be happy with the statement, but Gurudev has made a very wonderful thing from higher dimension. He says that all the love that we experience in the humanity, in the families, etc., that is a commercial love. He said commercial love. I read that letter, wrote to someone. Commercial love. Meaning what? A love with expectations. Because you are so loving to me, I love you. You are so favorable to me, I love you. You are so friendly to me, I love you. Since you are taking care of my needs, I love you. I need you and you need me. And therefore, we have more mutual dependencies there. There's some kind of commerce is going on between these two. So commercial love. So Gurudev says, when you invest love in the world, you will not get love. You can give love as a nature of your own self. As a nature, you can give love, but don't expect love. Don't make that love as a business transaction, as an investment. Then where do I get love for love? Gurudev said, love for love you get only from the Lord. Only from Paramatma we get love for love. So when I understand that you are dedicated to Paramatma goal, then only otherwise, when I invest my love here and there in the worldly affairs, expecting something back, it is actually making my mind and intellect more and more impure. Why? I am not getting what I expected, what I wanted from people. वो मैंने उनके बहुत प्यार किया, वो देखो किसने ऐसा किया, उसने ऐसा किया, इसने ऐसा किया मुझे साथ, मैं कभी सोचा भी नहीं है, इतना प्रेम किया, विश्वासघातक है, नो कृतज्ञता, no gratitude, ingratitude fellow. Oh, I loved her so much and she is piercing me, my heart with her words, sharp words. Am I living only to hear all this from you? Or him, I respected, he will utter to me this kind of. So many people come, Swamiji, my husband said this, and they cried. So much service I have been doing to family and all. One statement, I am unable to recall, I'm unable to come out of it. Something her husband said, passing comment. But that pierced her heart so deeply. She cried. A sincere housewife. That person also nice person, but little hota hai na, you cannot get love for love. So therefore you cannot give love for love. So when all these expectations are removed, nirkalmasha, nirdhuta kalmasha, all the sins and expectations and ideas and cleared. Conscience is clear. Consciousness becomes pure. Suddha spatika. No expectations, nothing. As a nature of my own higher being, I love, I show compassion, kindness, but even a little expectation is there from anybody. मैंने इतना किया उनके साथ, at least ये तो इतना तो कम ये तो कर सकते थे. लगता है अरे कोई मदद लिया हमसे, पैसा तो ले लिया, एक बार भी फोन भी नहीं किया, काम हुआ कि नहीं हुआ, कैसे स्थिति है, क्या फोन भी नहीं किया कि देखो दुनिया का हालत. Ingratitude people are always there, but you should not feel. You are given help as your nature. That's it. I expected more, I'm sorrowful. That guy is not happy. Instead, that guy is happy. Why? He has forgotten me. For example, I helped somebody. He has forgotten me. And that guy is happy because he forgot me. He forgot me and my help is happy. Whom I'm remembering him that I gave him money or I gave him this, I gave him support, but he did not acknowledge me, he did not talk to me, he did not acknowledge all those things, not in touch with me. Now, who is suffering constantly? ये उल्टा मदद भी किया है, suffering भी हो रहा है. बेवकूफी है ना ये की. So when all these expectations, desires, various propositions which we extend towards the world to get a happiness, when all these things are emptied, oh, I worked in the organization for so long, they kicked me overnight. I never expected this, but this is the nature of the world. So you get love for love only from the Lord. If anybody is there in the existence who doesn't cheat you, is the Lord only. Rest all may cheat you for their convenience. Total trust we can give only in the Guru or in the Lord. Jnana nirdhuta kalma. This jnana when comes, the awakening comes, all the sins are dispelled. Then you apunaravrittim gacchandi. You will go there from where there is no return. Return to this again. Identification with the body, mind, intellect. There is no return for that from there. Again, I will not fall back into this kind of mesh. I'll give an equation. Remember, when I am born as a baby, I don't have much attachments except mother. Mother I love, not even father. I love my mother. I love mother's touch in mother's lap, mother's milk I drink with mother's touch, mother's looking into me, mother's play, and I derive a divine bliss. It's a divine connection with the mother. And that's feeling being with with mother. No other attachment except mother. So more happy I am. And as I grow, I get attached to father, then brothers, sisters, dada, dadi, nana, nani, and then small relatives or ayah at home, housemaid. She has been taking care of me. I get attached slowly. Like, when you put dosha on the pan, first put like this, and then do what? It expands. And the skill is, big dosha you make, very thin paper dosha. Similarly, we start with the point, slowly it expands. And then what? Friends, then school, and then, attachment to job, attachment to gadgets, attachment to so many playing kits, playing to play toys, play dolls. Then still I grow, attached to a girl or a boy, and then marriage, and then children attached, the attachment to house, property, and then prestige, attachment to name, fame, colleagues, and then your place, your own community, your then slow identification with all. So there's a dosha, imagine a dosha expands. Similarly, my life is ever expanding cycles or circles of, circles of ever expanding circles of attachment. When the whole structure will collapse at death, before death, I start worrying. देखो महाराज, हमारी जिंदगी So when we are detached completely, not love, not lack of love. Love will continue. Compassion, kindness, service, seeing myself in everybody. All that I grow. But no attachment. Then the slate is clean. Nothing, I am allowing any dust particle to stick to my clean mirror of my mind and intellect. I cleaned it. I am not allowing anything to touch. To get stick to this surface of mirror. Nija mana mukuru sudhari. So friends, then you will not again fall into this identification with BMI. You are free spirit, eternal spirit, free from samsara. We become free from samsara. Enjoy. Everything is light-hearted. We are sincere towards service, towards helping others, etc. But absolutely no expectation. Remember the principle? Invest love in the world, you will not get love. So love for love, only you get from the Lord. Who said? Pujya Gurudev. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne.
Vidya Vinaya Sampanne.
Brahmane Gavihastini.
Brahmane Gavihastini.
Shuni Chaiva Swapake Cha.
Shuni Chaiva Swapake Cha.
Pandita Samadarshinaha.
Pandita Samadarshinaha.
Vidya Vinaya Sampanne. Brahmane Gavihastini. Shuni Chaiva Swapake Cha. Pandita Samadarshinaha. Te Panditaha Katham Tattvam Pashyanti. Those Panditas. Who is a Pandita? नानुशोचन्ति पंडिता. जिसके मन में किसी भी प्रकार का, किसी भी वस्तु का, किसी भी व्यक्ति का, किसी भी अनुभव का, किसी भी चीज का दुख न हो, शोक नहीं करते हुए, किसी चीज को लेकर के, अनुभव को लेकर के, वस्तु को लेकर के, जिसके अंतःकरण में कभी शोक नहीं होता, उसी का नाम है पंडित. कभी शोक नहीं करने वाला वही है पंडित. शोक क्यों नहीं करते भाई? बिकॉज नो, अब शोक कहां होता है बताइए? जहां राग है वहीं शोक है. जहां राग नहीं है वहां शोक नहीं है. चलो एक दूर की बात मैं कह देता हूं. और डिस्टेंट स्टार नासा के न्यूज में we come across a news. Oh, distant star, very distant star, died, black hole consumed, supernova formed, energy released. मेरे कोई दुख नहीं होता है. I am not attached to it. Quick, on the earth only, some incident happened. I am not connected to it. दुख नहीं होता है. कोई मर गया, दुख नहीं होता. सो जहां राग है वहीं शोक है. जो शोक नहीं करता वही पंडित है. सो पंडित का मतलब क्या हुआ? जिसके अंदर कोई राग नहीं है. And Bhagavan Krishna said already, Name dveshyosti na priyaha. Already we have discussed in Bhagavad Gita this thought. I don't have any exclusive love or hatred for anybody. Then what? Ye yatha maam prapajyante tan tathaya bhajami. Somebody asked a question, that's why I'm answering. Does Bhagavan expect love from us before he showers love on us? भगवान क्या, वो भगवान वही है कि जिसको एक्सपेक्टेशन है ही नहीं. The way you approach me, the same way I bless you. Bhagavan doesn't hate anybody. Nor exclusive love. Because he is absolutely detached. But he is the nature of pure love. He is actually, as Adhisthana Brahma, he is actually he is giving us impersonal love. Impersonal love. So if I love Paramatma, not as other than me, it's a higher dimension is my own higher self. When I love him, naturally, I get pure love from him. But in the same world, and I love someone, I may not get love. Because my love itself is like an investment with expectation. And the other person also can never get me back that love. You will not return love for love. No guarantee. When you love Bhagavan, it's like, opening the floodgates of his grace. It just floods. Ananyas chantayanto mam, name bhakta pranashyati. All this Bhagavan Krishna, Gita has very clearly said. So, who is that? Jnani, Panditaha, wise man. He is a Samadarshi. He sees everyone as equal. With Jnana Drishti. Physically not equal. What are they? Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane. A Brahmana who is endowed with a great knowledge and also Vinaya Sampanna, humility. Brahmana but some Vidyavan, Vidwan, and then humble. एक ब्राह्मण को वहां पर खड़ा कर दिया. ब्राह्मणे गवी, गवी मीन्स कौ, दो गाय खड़ी है वहां पे. हस्तिनी, हाथी. देखो सबका स्वभाव अलग है. The elephant is more of rajoguna, the rajasam, the power. Cow is sattvic. Brahmana is humble and then so extremely sattvic, spiritual seeker. Brahmajnana sampanna. So Brahmane, Gavi, Hastini, then Shuni. Shuni means dog. Swapakecha, and also dog eater. Chandala who eats dog moms, dog flesh. So in our society, the one who eats the dog flesh of dog is Parama Nicha Purusha. Very, very fallen. Very, very lowly evolved. Fallen means lowly evolved. Brahmana is extreme right side positive. Where is Satvik? यहाँ पे lowly world. And hathi is different, a dog is different, a cow is different. So in the society, in the world, full of varieties are there. In and through all these things, varieties, this man is what? Through the eye of his wisdom. Not physical eyes. Physical eyes, farak to aayi hi. He sees in and through all of them, he sees all of them as equal one, Samadarshi. Meaning what? In this world, no question of differences in the world will not affect a man of wisdom. Think. There's a one great sign. Great sign. Okay, I'll give an example. I found out many places, in many places, whether it is in certain houses or whether it is in some parties. Okay. Now listen carefully. Food is distributed. The food court is arranged in a pandal for all the guests. So varieties of lavish food is kept for them. Okay. And most of the times, the drivers who come with you may not be comfortable taking food with all those people. So they need separately. So he has put some other pandal also for drivers. But the food served here, either in number of items or the quality of food, and the food served there with drivers is totally different. I've seen, I'm talking. I don't know. He is a human being. He also has a stomach. He also can enjoy food. Why don't we provide same food to them? Food, okay, they may not enjoy with you. They want to sit, their drivers all want to sit, or attendants want to sit, or the labor class want to sit together and enjoy. They are comfortable. Okay, we'll be comfortable. No problem. But food you enjoy. On what basis we have this differentiation, you tell me? Except greed to save money. और उनको नहीं चाहिए, हमको खाना खिला देंगे, हम खाएंगे ऐसा, उनको तो कुछ जरूर नहीं. What is that we are talking about? And we want to be spiritual. Why this behavior comes, erratic behavior in our lives? Because we are not a pandit. We are not a wise man. Wise people we are. We see differences. Naturally, you may not, but some houses I saw, even the drivers also are asked to sit on same table. Very nice person. No, you are our family member. Please sit with us. Eat. They feel they're blessed. The one big, I will not tell the company's name. I believe is a great, good company. It is a food industry. Some kind of a sweet shop he had. Many shops. Very popular sweet shops in South India. In Andhra Pradesh and Telangana states now. United Andhra. I was told that person, we started a small dukan and became very rich man, and a chain of shops, pure ghee sweets and all that. I was told. He died, of course, devotee of Gurudev also. When he used to come to meet Gurudev, take blessings. He made sure every day he would sit and eat food with workers. lunch with workers only. जमीन पर बैठ के उनके बीच में बैठ के सबके साथ खाते थे, राइट? कभी कभी लोग बॉस रोज ना, somebody, my wife made this dish, will you eat it? Would eat. He has such a wonderful family spirit. So every day during lunch, no business talk, just like casual, friendly talk, very nicely. He made it as though it is a routine for him. So the chain of shops are there. इधर भी बनता है, उधर बनता है, इधर बनता है. हर जगह एक एक जाते थे. Except in some rare cases or rare times where he could not attend for meeting or something. Otherwise, he would meet all the workers and take food with them. So they have developed all those things not as a business attitude. Their idea was, when I expand business, it can provide occupation, employment for many people. They can survive. Together we can all live together. They can also get some good job. They can take care of their wives and children. So that is my attitude of starting a business. Not that aggrandize money, loot, plunder. Some great organizations are there in corporate world. With this mentality they work. Mentality of supporting. The purpose is only to start an industry for not only prosperity and economy for the country, but also create employment. I am capable of it. I can contribute. That kind of a noble thoughts. So Samadarshi, when he awakened to that consciousness, he sees everybody as equal. Physical differences are always there. But hunger is one only, no? What is the difference between poor man's hunger and rich man's hunger, you tell me? Poor man is really hungry. Rich man is partially hungry. Rich man is not really hungry. Why? He keeps on eating something other than. Okay, rich man also is very hungry. Not taken food. Poor man also very hungry. Both hunger is same. How can you differentiate? Similarly, pain is same for everybody. Physical pain or mental pain. Somebody, poor man lost his wife, same pain. Rich man lost his wife, same pain. If they love their wives and all. Suddenly the family is really crying, deep pain. In what way we are talking about differences? Guna, Swabhava maybe guna differences are there. Not in spirit, no. Essential spirit. So Bhagavan Krishna says, that is the Jnani Sthiti. So, whoever sees Tamadarshi, they alone are Panditaha. This is the beauty of Bhagavan's teaching. Okay, when you become Samadarshi, what will happen? That we will see in the next Saturday class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. So 19th Shloka we have to start next Saturday. Thank you. Hari Om.
Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you for the class. Thank you, everybody. Sandeep ji, any announcement for Ramanavami or something, or we'll do it next week? Yeah, we'll do it next week. Okay. Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you, everybody. Hari Om. Bhavana, you can close the class.